Dan Ridgway. This is Let Us Eat, and welcome to my channel. Today's Saturday. It's the weekend. Yay! I have a very busy day today. I have my planner here. I'm going to write everything down that needs to be done between now and dinner time, so I get things done, as well as some things that need to be done tomorrow. Tomorrow is the 6th, and it's food stamp day, and I have a huge shopping trip planned of multiple stores that we need to hit before my husband goes back to work next week. His job that he was supposed to start got delayed, and it starts Monday, so we are super excited. He is so happy. It's like a huge weight lift off his shoulders and our shoulders, and we're so proud and happy for him. If you are new here, thank you so much for dropping by and clicking on my link. I am going to be talking about planning your day on the weekend, so you know exactly what's going on and you can get everything done by tackling a list and crossing things off as you go. Or if you just want to put it into your phone, you can do that as well. I write it down first. It helps me think and stay focused, and then I transfer it into my phone because I lose paper lists. I'm not sure about you, but when I need them, they're always disappeared. Let's look for that subscribe word below and click on it. Give this video a big thumbs up. Grab yourself a cup of coffee. Tap the bell. Make sure you tap the bell and personalize it to your preference. This way you won't miss any of my videos. My latest video was my first ever thrift store haul, and I had a blast doing it. I'm going to turn this camera down so you can see my planner, and we're going to start planning. I have my planner and my cup of coffee. If you have coffee ready, grab it for you. I'm going to get to a clean page here. Today is June 5th. First thing this morning we're going to do is cleaning. I'm not going to put down all my rooms. Cleaning will cover everything. Then we're going to prep dinner. Clean kitchen. Start laundry. Make sure my team clean the room. By this time, we are going to go over to Albany. We got to return. I have to stop at CVS, the drugstore, for pills. And this will be for today. Tomorrow's going to be a little easier. Daily cleaning. I'm going to prep dinner. I'll be using the crock pot both days because it's going to be very warm and I don't want to heat up my kitchen. And then we have to grocery shop. And tomorrow I'll be filming grocery haul with prices. Then Sunday, because I'm in New York and our school district goes to the 26th, we have evening routine. Now, I've never really touched up on my evening routine in the past, but my evening routine starts around dinner time. We clean up the dinner table. We make sure backpacks are cleaned out of anything that doesn't belong, like snack bags and containers, empty water bottles, things of that nature. Get it ready for the following day. Make sure homework is done and in the backpacks. Get our baths done in the evening and clothes picked out for school the next day. Everything done the night before makes things so much easier for my kids to just be able to get up, have breakfast, get ready, get dressed, shoes on, if you need a raincoat or umbrella, weather permitting, sunblock, and head downstairs. And the mornings run so much more smoother when we have our devices fully charged from the night before, backpacks ready, shoes ready, and outfits ready for school. I will do a future video on evening routines. I'm going to write that in my notes here. And my job with evening routines, I sweep, make sure the gerbil's cage is clean, clean up the kitchen, and clean up any areas of the home that needs attention. And I spend about 30 to 40 minutes doing a cleaning burst. So when I clean the next day, there isn't a huge mess to pick up. So I clean in the morning and then I pick up in the evening. Make my cleaning easier and run smoothly, and my routine is habit forming. Also, in the evening on Sunday, I check my menu board and I see what dinners are going to be planned for Monday and Tuesday. And if anything needs to be taken out of the freezer in here or in the kitchen, I take those food items out so they're thawed and ready to go into the crock pot, oven, or grill the next day. Now, Sunday I'm doing pea soup. I already have my ham thawed. And on Monday I will be making a veal parmesan. That is also being thawed. Today the chuck roast is ready to go with the crock pot later. And Tuesday we'll do pork chops because we did pork ribs last Tuesday. We like to do pork night on Tuesday nights. And if you're a regular viewer of mine, you'll know that we have theme nights for our dinner nights. If you are new and are interested in my menu planning with theme nights, I can put one of my videos in the description box below that walks you through how I menu plan with our theme nights and a rotation menu. This keeps my household running smoothly with meals, making sure things are out the night before with the evening routine. I'm going to start planning out our route for Sunday with all the shopping we have to do and the items that I know we need to pick up. I'm not going to get too many frozen items because the freezer's pretty full, and I'll wait and do that next weekend once things thin out in the freezer from dinners this week. I'm also going to write down what I know I'm getting low on, so when we do go pick them up, when the freezer warrants it, I'll know what we need to get. Need pork sausage. I don't need ground beef, I just got a bunch of that. I need pork chops. Shake and bake. And I don't need paper towels, I just got a bunch of those. Peanuts for my birds. I'm going to need cheese. Lunch meat. Gotta take a look at my breakfast sandwiches. pork ribs. I don't need potatoes, I got a ton of those. I want to pick up some bell peppers. My husband's got to get chips for work. We never buy anything from the vending machine. I gotta get chips for the house. I'm pretty good with cereal right now. I have oatmeal. I have eggs. Milk I do not need. Bananas. I want to pick up another watermelon. I want to get a whole chicken. My husband's going to want to stop at the gas station. We go to the BJ's because the gas is much cheaper than a regular filling station. Maybe Gatorade for my teen. They like a particular color. I'm good with soda, and our water is still pretty stocked. I want to get the mac and cheese cups. I know exactly what's in my pantries and my freezer, and I keep a mental note of it as well as a hard copy, and it makes my shopping list that much easier so I don't overbuy. I think the shopping list is pretty good for now, and I'll add on throughout the day. I'm going to take you with me, and we're going to start doing some sweeping, and we're going to check in on the gerbil. I have to clean up the bathroom and get the kitchen cleaned up. I'm going to tackle the sink first. There's not a lot in here. I stayed on top of the dishes yesterday, which isn't always easy to do. We ate out for dinner last night, so it made it simpler for us for Isabel's birthday. We went over to Denny's. And now you need an email coupon to get their free breakfast. But that's okay, because my kid really enjoyed their Grand Slam. Let's get these washed up and things cleaned up. So when it's that time, we can get dinner in the crock pot. After this, we're going to head into the bathroom and clean that up before showers start. My kids stayed the night before. Yesterday was a skip day for my 11-year-old. They went over to their friend's house after our dinner out, and we're home a little later. We're going to get the kitchen cleaned up, the coffee station taken down and cleaned up, and all the countertops. And wipe off the stove and microwave. So let's start off the make sure there's no soap left in it. If you haven't done your dish drain lately, before you wash your dishes, wipe it down completely and the countertop underneath it. I wipe underneath the countertop once a week, and we do it once a month, the dish drain. Make sure your food captures have no food in it or food particles. It is going to be raining later today, so we are doing a chuck roast. Plus it's going to be really hot outside, so we don't want to grill. And I have to do a new menu plan for the next 2 weeks. I do know we're doing ham and pea soup on Sunday, so my husband could bring soup to work on Monday. We didn't use the stovetop last night, so I don't need to touch that up, just the inside. I like to wipe it down every day, in the morning and after each use. Wipe down the microwave, the front, the keypad, and the roof of the microwave. And pour the leftover coffee. That way it cools down quicker. We're going to wipe down the coffee maker. I'm going to make sure there's no extra water in the back here. You should dump it out after every use. And you should clean it once a month with a vinegar water solution. Wash your counters every day and after every meal and snack. To make sure they're clean and free of any food particles, because you don't want to draw ants. I keep chalk hiding behind my baskets because ants do not like chalk. I keep chalk in my cabinets below, as well as peppermint, because spiders don't like the peppermint. Wipe down your countertop with your coffee maker so you don't leave any coffee meat or sugar or coffee grounds to attract any critters. Grab the coffee maker. And hide the cord. It makes things look much nicer when you don't see a ton of cords. And wipe down the coffee maker. And be careful if it's still hot. Always sweep every day and make sure your entranceway is clean and free of clutter, because when someone enters your home, especially for the first time, and they see it cluttered, you're going to think you're messy and that your home's a wreck. So I've been keeping my entranceway clean and clutter free, and I learned to decan the bird products and keep it under control, as for where it was once all over the place and a huge mess down there. I also like to keep the dining area clean and clutter-free, because the dining area works in different zones. And if you're new here, I'll explain the zones. Our dining table is where we eat. I have the little closet that you see behind me that I picked up at Walmart. That is the mud area. And then I have a freezer in here because there's no room in my kitchen for the second freezer. Spray and clean your tabletop after every single meal. And keep it clutter-free. My table used to be filled with stuff all the time until I got tired of it. And I conditioned my family to not just leave stuff on the table. And I make a habit of removing stuff from it every single day. This place was once stuffed with stuff. I started this about 4 years ago, my cleaning venture. So 2 years ago, I got real serious about it. And then a year ago, I started filming and documenting all my cleaning. You should always do the rims of your chairs if you have this style. And as you can see, you get food and dust there. Let's check in on the gerbil. Put some food in our bowl. And I like to hand feed her. You see her snatch the food. I fed her this morning after I mopped at 2 a.m. As you can tell, I'm really thrilled about that. But it is what it is, and it got cleaned up. And I didn't have to do it this morning. I was up anyway. So I'm going to give her a little bit to eat. And then they'll get the rest themselves. There she is. Come here. There you go. Check your cage. Water's good. Yeah, you didn't soak it. You will not let this sweet little girl keep a wet cage. You change it regular. She loves to play as I'm cleaning her, as you saw in that previous video. And I'll link Gerbil Care below if you're interested in my description box. We're going to clean up the bathroom. The bathroom is extremely important to have clean and organized, especially when you have company over. Because you don't want them to see it gross. I have 2 brush systems. The white ones for my sink and the blue trims for the toilet. Circular motion. And scrub the stainless. Get behind the stainless. The toilet has a blue trim. I use the Dollar Tree 1000 Flushes. Keeps it clean in between cleanings. Works very well. Lasts 1,000 flushes like it says. Once in a while you get a dud. Just be careful. And keep extra on hand. Make sure you have a clean toilet when you have people visiting. If you have hard water stains, there's really nothing you can do about that. wipe excess cleaner off your toilet so nobody sits down on it. If you notice the little holder getting full with extra cleaner, dump it out. A good point to bring up is make sure your garbage cans are empty when people come over as well, because they'll see it when they come into the bathroom. Now the toilet paper is pretty full, so I will not change that, but make sure your toilet paper is full when you have company over so they're not searching for it. One of the first places that people see when they come to my house is the staircase. I keep it very clean and orderly now. I used to not. And I'm going to make sure all the recycles that are out here at the top of the steps, and make sure the landing is organized. And I'm going to do a sweep towards the bottom of the stairs where all the bird seats are from when I fill the cups, and sometimes they miss the cup and end up everywhere. Because I just recently did the top part of the steps and they look pretty clean still. I'm going to get my breakfast and put it into the microwave. Then I'm going to grab a shower and we're going to start getting things ready to run over to Albany. These are by Jimmy Dean, the croissant breakfast sandwiches, and I eat them all the time. I love them. They're about the same price as making them yourself, according to another YouTuber who did a comparison. The only thing it does is keeps you from going to the store when you make them yourself. I buy them in bulk, so I don't need to buy them often. They stay in the pouch like that, and then they go in for 90 seconds. I just found out my 11-year-old's going to the beach for the day. It's going to be high 80s. So I'm going to pack her a lunch, get her up, and in her bathing suit and sunblock, so she is ready to go at 9 a.m. The mom just texted me. I'm so happy that they're going to get to go swimming at the beach. We go a couple times a year ourselves, but usually not until July. But the weather's so hot the past few days. It's perfect beach weather, and one of them opened up early. They normally don't open up until around the 26th, once all the kids are out, so they can man the beaches. I'm going to make her some peanut butter fluff and pack a couple of snacks and a couple of bottles of water. And then my husband's going to make an appearance and prep dinner for the crock pot for the cook with me part of the video. My husband is prepping our dinner. He's prepping the potatoes to go into the crock pot. And you cut as close to the edge of the potato as you can to remove all the skins. Then he's going to cube the potatoes. I'm going to add them to the crock pot. How many potatoes do we do?
3 big ones like that.
3 russet-sized big potatoes. And just repeat the process with potatoes, as thin to the edge as possible, removing the skins. Now we're slicing the celery thin, about a ½ inch. I don't like it too thick because then it doesn't cook thoroughly enough. This is that celery that I did my short on a few weeks ago. I wrapped it in paper towels to save you money. It goes right into the crock pot. And I'm going to open up the roast. And we're going to plop it right into the crock pot. Other than a packet, do we add any garlic, pepper, or salt? Yes.
Even the packet, I like to add just a tad of garlic.
About a teaspoon.
Cup of water.
I'm going to measure the water for the packet, and it's usually cold water that they recommend. And this is the packet that we buy. We put it into the measuring cup and mix it. And then you add it to the crock pot. Look at that roast. I'm going to take out some fresh black cracked pepper, dried onion, and garlic. And about a teaspoon each. You don't need to overpower it because of the flavor packet. And how long do you keep it on low for?
8 hours.
8 hours on low. Make sure you cover it, and if you have your little rope, put the rope around it.
For best results, do not open the crock pot whatsoever.
We're going to put the corn on the cob in to go with dinner, and we're going to check on the beef in a moment. We are taking the meat out of the crock pot, and look how amazing it looks. Look at how awesome this dinner looks. My husband did a fabulous job. Make sure you compliment him in the comments below. I am relaxing after a wonderful dinner, and I'm going to watch Sons of Anarchy with my husband. I hope you enjoyed today's video and hanging out with me, getting prepped for the weekend and what we got accomplished today with cleaning and running around. If you're new here, thank you so much for dropping by. I hope this is the video for you, and if you just watch and haven't subscribed yet, I hope you'll consider subscribing this time. So let's look for that word below and smash it. Make sure you smash that like button and bell